I want your skin. I want your mouth. I want your eyes.
You project all these qualities onto me. You don't know me. This is what happens between...
If I had a nickel for every time I think I did something stupid, then I'd have a shit ton of nickels. That shit was stupid. I run it back, take it back, hold it back, take it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. I'ma kill the fucking white whale. I'ma give the dick a damn heart attack. If I had a nickel for every time I think I did something dumb, I'd be as rich as a man with no kids and a decent income. I'd be richer than shit, call me young Richie Rich. I'm the nut from Macaulay, the coke and the kid. I've been stuck on the sea on the hunt for a taste, looking for love, but I only caught. I know you better than you know yourself. Well, myself said you can go straight to hell. Get it? Fuck it up. What's the point of being sad? Oh, you jealous? Oh, you mad? Honey, you don't know to have. You don't know, baby. Oh, fire up. If I had a nickel for every time I think I'm falling in love, I don't even like it that much. Shit, I'm in love. Okay, run it back, take it back, hold it back, take it back, run it back, run it back. Who is that? I've been feeling fucking psychotic, seeing you and them, I pray for cataracts. If I had a nickel for every time I talk but don't ever listen, I bring them the bacon, be making the killing, be richer than men who invented religions. I'm having a vision, I hope it's a great one. No whammies, that's so fucking raving. I'm out on the dock, go to the bay, hunting for love, but I only count on me. I know you better than you know yourself. Well, myself said you can go straight to hell. Get it? Fuck it up. What's the point of being sad? Oh, you jealous? Oh, you mad? Honey, you don't know to have. You don't know, baby. Oh, fire up. I'm not the one that you wanted, but damn it, I think I could be what you need. I'm not the Honda you wanted, but damn it, I run and you got me for free. Yeah, I'm not the puppy you wanted. Look at me eating the tree, but you know deep in your mind is a thing. You're singing this blood and you're fishing the sea. When I was 13, I had my first love. When I was 17, that's when I made love. That's when I made love. That's when I made love. That's when I made a white whale named Jacob. I know you better than you know yourself. Well, myself said you can go straight to hell. Get it? Fuck it up. What's the point of being sad? Oh, you jealous? Oh, you mad? Honey, you don't know to have. You don't know, baby. Oh, fire up.
I had a lot of time to think in South Dakota, all right? And you know what I realized? I'm burned out.
Don't eat glass, cause it's bad for your teeth. Hold up, in the Honda Civic with a hatchet in my sheath. Hold up, skinny ass Gary Paulson reading motherfucker from the bottom left corner of the state of South Dakota. Red rubber, goddamn. Send me over to be never seen again. Put the garbage in the fucking trash can. Up and down like a garbage man. Try my best like 10 spray tan in the middle of the wintertime high school dance. I know they give no chance, goddamn, cause this was South Dakota sound like, yeah. When it's done by me, this was South Dakota sound like, yeah. In the middle of the street, this was South Dakota sound like, yeah. When it's done by me, this was South Dakota sound like, yeah, yeah. Six Civic, and you know that shit is green. Overflowing all the seats, we blow the speakers till they squeak. Ay. You got the pool in the bag, I got a pot of snow. You got a city to map, I'm a mirage of the roads. You got the people to see, I got the people to know. You get the internet fast, I got the internet slow. But I never let DSL keep me from teaching myself all the skills that I wanted to know. I dropped out of school when I realized that college amounted to me being nothing but bro. I'm fucking it up, I'm fucking it up. How the fuck do I know when the fucking is done? V5, 4 with 4, all that is was out the code it sound like, yeah. When it's done by me, this was South Dakota sound like, yeah. In the middle of the street, this was South Dakota sound like, yeah. When it's done by me, this was South Dakota sound like, yeah, yeah, yeah. When I'm gone, I hope you fuckers rest in peace. But when I leave, oh, 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 when I leave, I'm gonna take you home with me.
I kinda used you.
I kinda used you too. I wanted to go out so badly, I'd have said yes to anybody.
I'm crawling on my hands and knees like an infant. If I plead for my life, will you give me forgiveness, baby? I ain't got no money, I ain't got no job, I ain't got no flowers, but I got the power. 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 Baby, I got the power.
Hello, everyone out there in internet land. Why is my mouse not working now? My mouse all of a sudden just stopped working. Wow. What is my mouse? Why is my mouse not working? That was weird.
Baby talk, baby leave. You've got me on my fucking knees.
My mouse literally just stopped working for some reason. There we go, now it's working. I don't know why that happened. Sometimes when I use a fan that's right beside my desk, when I turn it off, I'll hear a USB unplug sound, and I'm like, it's not plugged into my computer, though. I don't understand. Sometimes stuff happens. Hello, Marve. Hello, Karama. I'm pulling myself up. Hey, Forge Steve.
Florgy Steve cheered. X5. Hello, Zero. Hope you're okay. Have some bits.
Oh, thank you, Forge Steve. I'm doing great. It's Nintendo Direct time. This thing starts in 5 minutes. I'm excited. We'll be watching it with Karama. Maybe somebody else will hop in. Thank you for the sub, Florgy Steve. 7 months. Damn. 7 months. Wow. Long time. I'm ready. I got my iced coffee with Oreo cream in it. I got my water. I'm ready for some Nintendo stuff. Let's go. Let's see if we get to see any more of I'd like to see more of Metroid Dread. I'd like to see more of the what else did I want to see? More of the Metal Slug tactics. I forget. I'm just excited. Hey, SK. I'm also hype. Very hype. All right. So anyways, that's enough of Jakey. Let me switch over to the actual screen because this thing's starting in like 5 minutes. And then I'll come off with Karama. Hey, Karama, how are you?
I'm doing well, you?
Oh, pretty good.
Good to hear.
I'm
home
hype.
from work.
Oh my god, you're huge. I gotta change this. Why does it
We do
always
this every
put it-
time.
What? It's because I do the collab with Nightman and his icon's fucking tiny, so I have to make it huge. And then like now you're a friggin' kaiju or a Dynamax. So I gotta like adjust it. Where are your active images? There we go. There we go. Okay, not that tiny. Come on. You gotta put some half on it. There we go. Titties on the desk. There, that's tall enough.
Perfect spot.
Anything you're excited about?
I'd like to see more Breath of the Wild, honestly. Maybe a bit more
the
info
Breath of
on
the Wild sequel?
Legends Arceus.
Yes. I agree.
Yes. I can't imagine us not seeing more on Dread because it's coming out next month, so...
Yeah, I know. I actually went and I pre-ordered it because I forgot it was coming out. Even though my EB Games closed, the ones that I like, the local game stores still do pre-orders. So I went and I pre-ordered that. I'm gonna actually go pay it off probably tomorrow because I get paid tomorrow. And then pick that up. I don't know if I'm gonna stream that. I might. I wanted to kind of do like Metroid Fusion at least because I stream like years and years ago. Before I did streaming on the regular, I had my Twitch account for a long time. I streamed Fusion a long time ago, and a friend was helping me. But then we both got stuck. He couldn't remember where we were. I couldn't find it from looking it up because it was like a very specific part of the game, and so I didn't even know where to look on a walkthrough, either a video or whatever, and so I just gave up. So, I'd like to maybe for 16-bit Winter, I'll do Metroid Fusion, give it another try because I have it, and I have Metroid Zero Mission, and I haven't played either of them. I have practically all the Metroid games. I just haven't.
Did you take a break between playing, or did you just get lost?
I got lost, and I'm like, I'll come to this later, and I never got back to it.
I see.
But yeah, a Smash reveal, Flork? Oh, okay, yeah, maybe.
Well, I think we are still waiting on one last reveal, so that's possible.
Is there one character left?
I think so.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, one or two.
This is
near
near
the end. I know that much.
This is gonna start in like 2 minutes, so
yeah,
I'm ready.
I wonder if they're gonna do anything special for this one, considering it's their anniversary.
I wonder. I mean, they did. There is that Zelda Game & Watch that I want to get, which actually is better value than the Mario one because I think it's the same price, but the Mario one was like $60 or something like that.
Ooh,
and it was one game, and I was like, "Look, Super Mario Brothers is a great game, but it is not worth that much money." Like,
isn't this one like 3 Zelda games too?
Yeah, it has. I think the original Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2. And I think Link's Awakening, I think, is in it. So that's why I'm thinking of getting it. One, I just want a Zelda Game & Watch. And two, like, it's got games on it.
Yeah.
I wonder if we're going to get to see any more of the Shin Megami Tensei 5.
It's possible. Have we gotten a release date for that yet?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Hi,
I don't
Snow
follow
Fox.
it that closely. Hey, Snowfox. The last one you played was Other M? Ah.
Yeah, it's got a release date. It's coming up soon, too. November 11th.
Oh, it's starting.
Oh, let's go.
I'm going to full screen this for everybody. Can you hear it okay? Grandma?
Yep, I can hear it.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure.
Oh.
More
that's
Hyrule Warriors?
Maybe?
Florgy Steve cheered.
Oh, no.
X5.
Oh, Monster
Just
Hunter.
started a new job at a
Yes.
local cinema a few weeks ago and got my first week of proper shifts
Ooh,
starting
Horizon
tomorrow.
maybe?
Nice.
It's newly opened too.
What is that?
Oh, that's I almost said Kushladora, but that's not Kushladora.
No, not at all.
That might be a new monster.
That's a new monster.
It might look like the flagship monster from 3. Oh, they're already doing the first expansion.
DLC. Yeah.
Sunbreak, eh? Okay, I need to play more Rise. I'm actually thinking my D&D campaign's almost done, and I know my buddy SCR does Monster Hunter Mondays, so I'm not trying to like steal his thunder, but I'm thinking of doing Monday night Monster Hunter streams to get caught up.
My first thought was the ice monster from the Ice Holy Dragon from the Iceborne expansion, but I'm drawing a blank on the name at the moment.
What you just
I know what you're
Velkhana.
talking about.
First trailer
Yeah,
for
I thought it was
Monster
Velkhana
Hunter
at first, but it
Rise,
didn't look.
Sunbreak, the massive expansion for Monster Hunter Rise.
What's the
Massive.
flagship monster for 4? I can't remember.
Our friends at Capcom
Four,
are working on many new elements that will enhance the experience.
Wasn't
for
that the
players
Fated
of
4?
Monster Hunter Rise, including new stories.
I can't remember. See, 4 was the one I had the least amount of time
although
with,
not touched
because I was
on in
playing
the
it on an
trailer,
original
new hunting
3DS at the
missions
time,
and quest ranks.
and I don't know if you ever played Monster Hunter on like a small
Monster
screen. It
Hunter
sucks.
Rise, Sunbreak,
Yeah, I bought it for
is
the
scheduled to
3DS,
release as paid DLC in summer
So I'm familiar with
2022.
this house.
Like I didn't get a
Gormagala.
3DS XL until
It was
It was
Gormagala.
Gormagala.
All right.
I didn't get a
Let's
3DS
see our
XL
first
until
batch
the
of
new
Nintendo
3DS
Switch
XL. Actually, the
headlines.
Monster Hunter Generations one.
Party during the day or
More
at
Mario
night.
Party.
It's almost time to party in the Mario Party Superstars game. Along
I
with
love that they're bringing
Spaceland
back old
and
levels.
Peach's birthday cake, several other boards make their return. Take a stroll
Oh,
around
they're doing
Woody
more
Woods,
boards.
but watch out for
Yeah,
those
yeah.
Monty
Oh,
moles.
Woody Woods.
They'll change the board's direction when you least expect it. Travel between 2 islands and Yoshi's tropical island.
Ooh.
That's got the star. but
Oh
you might
my
swap
gosh.
places with Bowser at the last
I think
second.
that's the one that
Party day and
my buddy
night
got
in
3 stars in
Horrorland.
one turn.
That King
Oh.
Boo statue is harmless during the day.
That's one of the
but
most
at
like
night,
pivotal
it'll
moments
swipe
of my
stars
channel.
from unsuspecting players. Need
I
a
can only
break from
imagine the
boards?
reactions.
Head to Mount Minigames and play in minigame only courses.
There was
Compete against players
everyone
worldwide
yelled.
for the longest win
Yeah,
streak in
yeah, that's
survival.
the right correct.
Or
That's
work
the correct
together
reaction.
in the cooperative multiplayer
And one of
tag
our
match.
friends just gave up, and somebody else had to
Mount
tag in
Minigames
for her.
have 7 courses available.
Yeah, that's understandable.
All boards and
Okay.
minigames support online play.
Oh,
So
thank
invite
God.
family, friends, and frenemies, and get
I
ready.
mean, it
for
only
the
makes sense
party
for it to be
of a
online
lifetime.
play.
Mario Party
Especially in
Superstars
time of COVID.
launches on
I love
the
how it
Nintendo
took a
Switch
pandemic
system
for them to
October
add
29th.
online play to Mario
Pre-orders
Party.
are available
Like,
now
they
on
finally
Nintendo
added it to
eShop.
Super Mario Party. October 29th, I'm gonna have to pre-order
A
that too.
new RPG
Yeah.
is in the cards.
What
Welcome
could
to Voice
this
of
be?
Cards.
Well, the music gives me near vibes immediately.
Yeah. Just gonna turn this down a little bit. It is a little loud.
At the
Wait,
Queen's
is this?
behest,
Oh, never mind.
you'll set off on a fantastical journey to slay a fearsome dragon for honor.
For a
and
second,
fortune.
I got a little excited because
Everything
I
in
thought
this
it was.
realm is represented as cards, from the protagonists,
I mean, this looks interesting, but I thought it was another.
towns,
Oh,
and
what's the game
environments.
called?
In this fresh take on tabletop RPGs, you'll square off
Can't think of
in
it.
turn-based
There's two-
card battles.
It's a GameCube game where you use
and a
cards
little
for your
bit of luck
attacks.
will
It's a
determine the
third-person
victory.
action RPG.
Mhm.
It has a sequel on the GameCube as well. I can't think of it right now. Lost,
Sounds
no,
familiar.
not Lost Odyssey. What the hell is it called?
A spellbinding experience from the creative minds of Yoko
I
Taro.
can't think of it right now.
and Yosuke
Oh, that's
Saito
why
is
Yoko
about
Taro
to
has a
reveal.
hand in this.
Oh, okay.
That explains
Yeah,
a
that
lot.
makes sense.
Voice of Cards, the Isle Dragon.
Not Persona
War
3.
launches on Nintendo
Persona 3
Switch
wasn't on the
October
GameCube.
28th. Pre-orders
No.
and a free demo will be available today on Nintendo eShop.
I mean, nothing else. Taro being involved speaks of the quality it must have.
Yeah.
Become a hero or an absolute disaster of a human being.
Disco
You
Elysium.
awaken in a hotel room in the city of Revachol, devoid of your memories. Soon, you learn that you're a detective
Knew
and
it.
get entangled in a strange murder case in the groundbreaking role-playing adventure Disco Elysium: The Final Cut. As you interrogate people and uncover clues, internal dialogues will begin. To investigate, you'll need the help of the 24
Lost Kingdoms,
skills
I think it's
living
called.
within you.
I think that's what it's called. Lost Kingdom.
That sounds really familiar. One
Hold
second.
on.
Your behaviors
Just
and
Googling.
available choices will change depending on how you develop these skills, directly impacting
Yeah, that
how
looks
the
like
story
right.
progresses.
Let me just make sure I'm right. Yes, that's the game,
What
Lost
sort of
Kingdoms.
detective will you
And
become?
Lost Kingdoms 2
Disco
is
Elysium,
both of those
The
games are
Final
really
Cut
good.
launches
I
digitally
actually
on Nintendo
busted
Switch
my
October
balls to get a
12th.
copy of it. I
Physical
might stream
version
it
of
at
the
some
game
point
will
'cause
launch
it's a really
early
good game.
2022. Pre-orders for the digital version begin today.
I always see
on
stuff about
Nintendo
Disco
eShop.
Elysium, but I've never had an interest in it.
I've never played the game, but I've heard about it.
In Hyrule
Ooh,
Warriors: Age
we did
of
get Hyrule
Calamity.
Warriors.
I still need to play Age of Calamity. I need to get my hands on it. There's so many Nintendo games that I haven't played.
I mean, I'm just not really a big fan of Muso games, so.
I am. I love them. Like, one of my favorites is, ironically, Fire Emblem Warriors. It's one of probably the most polished Muso games. Like, if there's one to play, that would be the one. That or Dynasty Warriors 5. 5 or 6.
I mean, the
5,
only
yeah.
Muso-esque game I've played that I liked was the Excella one. That's just because it was Fate related.
Pretty good for a little kid. We'd better partner up.
It's
on
funny
this,
because
don't
the
you
Fate
think?
Extella for Switch is actually not that good, but the new one apparently is better.
Link?
I think whatever the new one is called.
I think it's Extella Link.
Is it Extella Link? Okay.
I think so, yeah.
Because me and my roommate played one of them, and I actually did a video on one of the Fate Muso games, and like, I didn't have nice things to say about it because it wasn't that great. It was like really like hand holding and stuff, and I was like,
Behold our power!
Take that! Clicks!
Time for the show! Oh yeah!
I also have Hyrule Warriors for Wii U, but I wanted to get the first game for Switch at some point.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Set,
Yes!
Chocobo!
Chocobo Racing!
Start your engines and get set for a new racing experience.
Now, if they could just put
Familiar Final
Chocobo
Fantasy
Dungeon...
characters like Chocobo and Gilgamesh.
I think they
to be
did
the
put a
first
Chocobo
across
Dungeon
the finish
game
line.
actually on Switch. If I remember correctly.
Edge out the competition by using drift boost to cut corners. Magical stones called Magicites are contained
The
inside
PS1
items.
Chocobo
Collect
Racing
these
is a
throughout
great game,
courses to cast
so
magic like fire
I'm happy
and
to see
arrows
something
to
like
blast
this.
away opponents. Acquire Magicites of the same element to cast even more powerful spells.
Ooh.
Each racer also has a special ability. Use it at the right time to turn the tables.
Is that fucking Gilgamesh?
Engine
I think so,
customization
yeah.
options will be available, as well as local and online multiplayer.
We sometimes pick him in Itadaki Street.
Up to
He's
64 players can
pretty
compete
ridiculous.
in a bracket-style tournament to determine the racing champion. Chocobo GP races exclusively onto Nintendo Switch next year.
That's nice. I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
What did you think? Before we show you our next video, we have some news about the last fighter for the Super Smash Bros.
Here we go.
Ultimate game. Mr. Sakurai, the game's director, will reveal this fighter in the final Mr. Sakurai Presents video on October 5th.
The final. So no more DLC, I guess.
He'll
10
also
a.m.,
show you how to
fuck.
use this fighter, so please look forward to it.
10-5. What is that? Is
It's been
Tuesday.
about 3 years since the game was released. This will be the last presentation about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I hope you'll check it out.
The last one, eh? I mean, they've been doing presentations for that game for
Next, please take a look at
4
this.
years now, so it's about time. I know I say this, but Tokyo Jungle? Oh, no, wait, Splatoon, I think.
Yeah, I think this is Splatoon.
Yeah, I saw the text on the side, and it kind of looked like it.
Yeah, because Splatoon 3 we haven't heard anything about since its announcement.
Oh,
Kirby!
A new Kirby game?
Holy shit, we haven't seen a Kirby game in ages.
Not since Star Allies.
Mm-hmm.
Which I still need to play. And the Forgotten Land. Wait, are they finally giving... Oh. Wait, they are. They're finally giving Kirby a 3D adventure. He's never had a 3D adventure like this. It's always been a side-scrolling game.
Mm-hmm.
It's about frickin' time. Even though I'm not a huge fan of, like... well, I'm more of a bit... Sorry, I'm a bit... That's the word. I'm a bigger fan of side-scrollers. Kirby's one of those ones that, like, it should have had a 3D outing at some point, like a 3D adventure game outing. This looks like it's going to be really fun.
Mm-hmm. I know some people are going to be really happy about this. So.
I love Kirby, so I really want to try this out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does kind of have an Odyssey vibe, you're right.
Yeah, the music reminds me of it at least.
2022.
Oh, spring 22. That's really soon.
I've been working on that for a while.
That was the trailer for Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
I'm surprised we haven't heard anything till now.
In this new game, you can freely move around in 3D areas using familiar Kirby moves. The setting also appears to be mysterious, filled with abandoned structures from a past civilization. What lies in store for Kirby? The game is scheduled to release in spring 2022. We hope you'll look forward to Kirby's new adventure.
I do.
Next, we have this to show you. Please take a look.
Oh, Animal Crossing.
New Animal Crossing content.
Mm-hmm.
I have not played this in so long.
I don't even own the game.
I played it for the first, like, 3 months it was out, and then I haven't touched it since. Oh, there's going to be an Animal Crossing Direct. Oh.
Oh, okay. October, so not even a set date. Weird.
Since its launch in 2020, the Animal Crossing New Horizons game has been enjoyed by many players around the world. New free content will arrive in November.
Hi, Sky.
In preparation for its release, we will be
Hi,
airing an Animal Crossing New Horizons Direct in October. In it, we'll go over the content in more detail.
We're in Potluck if you want to join us.
Mm-hmm.
Please be on the lookout for the air date of this presentation. Let's move on to more Nintendo Switch headlines.
2 games,
All right,
one
what's
game
next?
update, and lots of fun.
Oh, okay.
4 more free content
Okay,
is coming
Mario.
to the Mario
Yeah.
Golf Super Rush game.
I need to play more of this. I got this for my
Koopa Troopa
birthday,
enters the fairway as a playable character.
and it's really fun. I just haven't played a lot of it.
Dish out tricky shots and dashes.
I'm
to
too busy
match
playing
the
other golf
competition.
games.
Ninja
Yeah,
will
no
also be
kidding.
playable. Take advantage of Ninja's blinding speed to
I think it's
outpace
hilarious that Ninja is a playable character in this because literally this mode is a
courses are
rip-off
also
from the
being
game
added.
Ninja Golf on the Atari 7800, where you have
These
to run to your
additions will
ball.
come swinging in as a free
In that game, you have to
sophomore update later
fight
today.
off like enemies. It's like a pseudo beat 'em up after you take a swing.
What's this? An invitation?
What?
You're invited to live in a magical world with Mickey Mouse and dozens of Disney characters.
What was this?
Spend time with Disney friends. Craft your own whimsical costumes and furniture. and explore delightful Disney-themed worlds.
This looks
All
like a
downloadable
PS2
content
game.
from the original Nintendo 3DS version is
Like, I'm not the only one thinking that,
Disney
right?
Magical World 2
No,
Enchanted
this is a
soars
sequel
onto
to
Nintendo Switch this
a
holiday.
3DS game.
Okay.
A beloved
Oh.
Star Wars game
Hey,
is coming
KOTOR.
to Nintendo Switch.
Oh, they're bringing
Blast off to
KOTOR while they're working
captivating
on the
planets
remake, I
and join
guess.
forces with Jedi, droids, and outcasts in this blend of action, role-playing, and adventure. Will you use the Force for good, or will you be lured to the dark side? Your choices determine the galaxy's fate in Star Wars Knights of the
Hi,
Old
Sky.
Republic, launching on Nintendo Switch November 11th.
Now you're huge
Pre-orders
again.
begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Oh, now you're tiny again. Sky's gone.
There's
What the
one
heck?
thing you
Yeah.
must always remember.
I think she's still at work,
Stay
so
human.
that might be some issues with that.
This is the city, humanity's last stronghold.
Yeah, she's
against
still
a
got, like,
virus that
15 minutes
turns
till she's
people
off.
Into the undead. In the cloud version of Dying Light 2, Stay
There we
Human,
are.
you'll need to master
Cloud
both
version.
parkour and
Hi,
tactical
Sky.
combat to survive in
Hi.
this brutal open-world action RPG. Explore alone, or with up to 3 other players in online co-op as you unravel the dark secrets of those in power
cloud
during
game?
the day.
Yeah.
Then plunder the layers of the infected at night. Your decisions will shape the story, but they'll also have consequences. No matter where your actions lead you, there's one thing you must always remember: stay human. While you're at it, take the prequel on the go in Dying Light Platinum Edition. Scavenge for supplies, craft weapons, and
I guess
face
this one's
hordes
not
of the
cloud-based.
infected in a post-apocalyptic open world. Dying Light 2 Stay Human Cloud version launches on Nintendo Switch February 4th, 2022. A free demo will also launch the same day on Nintendo eShop. Dying Light Platinum Edition
Interesting.
comes to Nintendo Switch October 19th. Pre-orders
That's how they get
begin
around
today on Nintendo eShop.
taking a game that's like for like newer consoles and making it work on the
Utility,
Switch.
morality,
Having a cloud version.
or liberty.
Because they can use.
Oh, this is that
Triangle
tactics game.
strategy. A
Yeah.
fiery
That they-
chronicle of
Triangle
war
strategy,
presented
yeah.
in stunning HD 2D.
My apologies.
Your actions will lead you through
This
a
looks
riveting
fun.
story that
Mhm.
changes based on the decisions you make. In the end, where will your conviction guide you?
You have gone to the one place I
have audio
cannot
from the screen.
follow.
Oh well.
In response to the
Hello.
survey about the demo released in February of this year, the game has been fine-tuned with a focus on
I never
elements
even
that
tried the
receive
demo. I
positive
forgot all
feedback.
about it.
Yeah, I forgot
These
about it
include
too.
adjustments to
There's just too much going on. I didn't have time
improvements to
for it.
on-screen visuals,
Yeah, that's
This looks
good.
good though.
camera angle controls,
It's pretty. I'll give it that much.
the ability to review previous dialogue,
Oh, thank God.
and
I hate
streamlined
when games don't let
game
you
flow
do
and
that.
loading times. More
I think
details
is
are
this
now
made by the
available
Ogre
on
Battle?
Nintendo.com.
People worked on Ogre Battle, I think.
Splendid.
Maybe.
Triangle Strategy will launch on Nintendo Switch March 4th, 2022.
Ooh, that's not too far away.
Pre-orders
No,
begin
a lot of these are
today
coming
on Nintendo
early
eShop.
22. Either this year or early 22. Oh, there's
Oh.
Dread.
There we go.
Yay.
I really need to play some Metroid. Maybe I'll play AM2R.
I'm thinking of playing Fusion for 60-bit Winter. Thinking about it.
I need to do at least one Metroid game for 16-bit Winter.
Ooh. God, the game's so pretty.
Yeah, this looks good.
I'm just trying to like enjoy the visuals and not pay attention to what's going on because I want to go in mostly blind.
Yeah, same.
Small opportunity to escape.
Is that a Metroid? Oh, big.
This feels like what Other M was supposed to look like. You're supposed to be like, you know?
Well, this is a direct sequel to Fusion, I think, isn't it?
Yes, this is Metroid 5.
Yep. Because it goes Metroid, Metroid 2, Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion, and then this. That's the main timeline, I
to the
think.
uncharted planet ZDR. For objectives, confirm whether the deadly X-parasite still exists, and figure out why the Emmy research robots in search of it have mysteriously gone dark.
Alright.
readings reveal that planet ZDR is divided into multiple environments.
Oh.
Each with its own elements.
Oh shit.
And organisms. Remnants of the mighty Chozo civilization are also scattered throughout, including evidence that the Chozo may have once called the planet their home. Visit Metroid.Nintendo.com to read Metroid Dread Report Volume 8 for a detailed account of the terrain and life forms you may encounter in the Metroid Dread game. Be sure to view the other Metroid Dread reports there as well. You'll want to prepare yourself for the dangers that lie ahead.
Metroid Dread
Living
launches
Chozo?
on Nintendo Switch October 8th.
Yeah.
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo
Those are two words that generally don't go together.
How was that? Up next, we have news about Nintendo Switch Online.
Okay.
Many people have been using Nintendo Switch Online since it launched in September 2018. In addition to the current membership, we'll be adding a new membership plan.
No?
As a part of this new plan's content...
More money? What do you want, Nintendo?
What are you offering? What's your offer?
Of course, they're offering it
You'll
for
be able to
extra
play a
money.
collection of Nintendo
The
64
N64.
games.
Of course.
The Nintendo 64 system launched 25
Unless they're just
years
offering
ago.
this alongside
I
Nintendo
think the system
Online.
gave many players their first 3D gaming
Fuck, Sly Fox too.
experiences, as well as intense 4-player multiplayer action. With Nintendo Switch, up to 4 people can play select Nintendo 64 games locally or online.
Oh, they're adding online play.
Ooh.
Also, with this new membership plan, in addition to the Nintendo 64
If they play Diddy
games,
Kong Race, if they add Diddy Kong Racing,
What?
Genesis.
you can play a collection of games from
Well,
Sega's
shit.
Genesis system.
Is that Musha?
Well,
That's
that was
fucking Musha.
unexpected. Sure
This
is.
means you'll be able to play these classic games whenever and wherever
Echo.
you'd like. The new plan will include all elements of the
Wow.
base Nintendo Switch Online
Okay.
membership,
Okay, what's the price point?
as well as the ability to play the included Nintendo
Of course it's
64
behind a
and Genesis
paywall.
games.
Of course it is.
This is Nintendo
Why
Switch
is Genesis
Online
behind the
plus
paywall? I
expansion
can see
pack.
N64.
No, I don't know why either of them. They haven't
This
done
new
enough
membership plan will be
to
added
make
in late
the
October.
plan worth it.
That's true.
Like,
I mean, I can
look
see
at,
like internally
look at
that we should be
PSN
using
and
the existing
XBLA. You get free games, free AAA games
Those who have
every
an existing
month
membership plan can change
for just
over to
being
the new
part of the
plan.
plan. And now they're putting some of
We'll share
now they're
more
putting some of these
details
games behind a
about this
paywall
new
just because they know they
membership
can.
plan at a later time,
Yeah.
including the exact release date.
But I
and
bet you
pricing.
anything it's going to be the same price as PSN
For now,
and XBLA.
however,
I
we'd like to
bet you it's
announce
going to
the
be the
games
same
that will be
price
available when it
because
releases.
they've been charging less.
You'll be
so.
able to play the Nintendo 64 games shown here, as well as these Genesis games.
I do want to play Mario Tennis.
Oh, they had to put
We'll
fucking
also
Musha of
continue
all
adding
games
more
on there.
Nintendo 64 games such as The Legend
For those of you who don't know, Musha's a super rare game.
Zero X, as well as other Nintendo 64
F-Zero
and
X with
Genesis
online
games
play?
going forward.
Fuck.
Oh, original Snap 2. Kirby Crystal Shards. Paper Mario.
Paper Mario. Banjo-Kazooie?
We've prepared Nintendo
Fuck.
64 and Genesis controllers to ensure the games can be played with the same style controls from their original releases.
Well, shit.
Both can be used wirelessly.
Oh man.
These controllers
Goddamn
are
Nintendo.
available for purchase by any Nintendo Switch
Yeah,
online.
I figured you were still
member.
there.
We hope you'll look forward to this new
$50
membership
N64
plan.
controller.
Nintendo Switch
Fuck off.
Online plus expansion pack.
It is wireless though.
Let's see
Yeah.
a few more Nintendo Switch headlines.
Oh boy, what else you got for
There's
us?
plenty to play in these collections. Cyberpunk meets fantasy in this 3-game
Shadowrun
collection
trilogy.
of cult classic RPGs. As a Shadowrunner mercenary, you'll explore a
Not
dystopian
familiar.
future where magic has reawakened and fantasy creatures have come back to life. Immersive branching narratives, skill-based character growth, and gripping turn-based tactical combat await in Shadowrun Trilogy, launching on Nintendo Switch next year.
Interesting.
The perpetual
I get to
struggle
go
against
close up
Count
Oh, no
Dracula
way.
continues.
What?
Castlevania Advance Collection.
Castlevania?
4 classic Castlevania
Advance Collection, the
with
advanced
deathly
games.
beautiful graphics
And
hauntingly
Dracula
epic
X?
music. The Rewind,
Fuck.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
They're breaking out all the stops for the old games.
Ramp up your
With
fight
rewind.
against evil. All regional versions of each game, as well as a
Regional
gallery
versions
with
too?
never before seen artwork, are included. Castlevania
Fuck.
Advance Collection launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
There's no way they're not going to do a DS collection next.
Almighty Classic
Yeah.
returns.
Wait. That looks... Yes!
What is it?
ActRaiser!
I'm not familiar.
Oh my god, Blondie's going to be happy.
Classic Super NES game.
Oh my
ActRaiser
fucking
returns
god.
On Nintendo Switch, now remastered in HD. As the Lord of Light and Almighty God.
Is it just the
only
first
you can
game,
save
or are they doing the second
mankind
game
from the
too?
Forces of Tanzra, the Lord of Dark. You'll wage war in 2 phases. First, strike down monsters in the side
This is like
action phase to liberate the
Sim
land
City
from the
meets
grasp
like
of evil.
Castlevania.
Master swordsmanship and magic to vanquish all who stand in your path.
It's not a combination that makes
Then,
sense in my head.
cultivate the lands you've liberated in the world-building creation phase. It's up to you to decide which structures will be destroyed to make way for new ones.
ActRaiser's such a
creating
class. This
flourishing
franchise
civilization.
was dead.
As
It
you do
was
so,
dead.
Your powers will increase, giving you an edge in both
Dead
phases.
and buried.
Not in my life I
Alternate
ever
between
thought
the
I'd see
original
an
and
ActRaiser
rearranged
remake.
versions of the
Holy
beloved
shit.
soundtrack and enjoy
Yeah.
brand new music. New stages and new boss
Alright,
battles
you two,
also
have fun.
await.
I gotta go close up.
Okay.
Alright, have a good one,
bye.
guys.
ActRaiser
Talk later.
Renaissance descends onto Nintendo
See ya.
Switch later today.
What?
Today. Fuck.
A new chapter is about to unfold.
This is probably Deltarune Chapter 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't played Chapter 1.
I've still not beaten Undertale, let alone Deltarune.
I've beaten a neutral playthrough of Undertale. That's it. I haven't done the other two. Looks fantastic. I see people already started playing this.
Yeah. One and two, okay. Free update, okay. Okay. Hot Wheels Unleashed.
Okay.
Really soon. That's a
Track
big-
editor. Fuck.
Nice. Surviving the Aftermath. Looks like a Civ game.
Oh, Shin
Shin
Megami
Megami
Tensei 5.
5.
There we go.
Yep, digital pre-orders. I wonder if they're offering anything for pre-orders.
Wreckfest is
Wreckfest.
coming to fucking Switch? Hell yeah.
Pac-Man.
and Xevious.
Yeah.
Rune
Rune
Factory
Factory
5.
5. Fuck yeah.
My buddy CJ's gonna be happy. He loves those games.
I love those kind of games. I don't play them for long, but I enjoy them a lot.
There are still a few more announcements in today's Nintendo Direct.
Oh, we know. There's still 10 minutes left.
Oh, Miyamoto-san. What brings you
Yeah.
in?
I wanted to make an announcement, so I was hoping I could step in.
Oh,
Miyamoto's coming in. It's a big announcement.
Hi everyone, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. We've previously announced that I have been working with the Hollywood movie studio Illumination and its CEO and producer Chris Meledandri-san.
Oh
who are
shit,
known
is this
for
about the
movies
Mario
like
movie?
Despicable Me and
There's a
Sing,
Mario
and
movie?
making a
Yeah, they've been
full-length
trying to make a
animated
Mario movie.
for the big screen. Today, I wanted to announce its theatrical release timing.
Oh.
Ta-da!
20.
The
So
movie
that's
will be
likely
released
like
in theaters and holiday
late holiday
2022.
22.
Next December.
The release
Like
date
December
Most likely, yeah.
2022.
is on December
Yeah.
21st,
Oh,
and we'll be
21st.
announcing release
There we
dates
go.
for Japan, Europe, and other regions at a later timing. It'll be a while
Later
longer
timing?
until we can share a glimpse of Mario
Probably
in
part of the
action
deal.
on the big screen. But today, I also wanted to reveal our key cast members who will be voicing Mario and his friends in the movie.
Okay.
First,
What?
of course, is Mario.
Why?
Who will be
Why?
played by Chris Pratt.
Why?
He's so cool. Mario will be talking a lot in the movie. Please look forward to Mario as
I don't
performed
think
by the
I
very
don't think that's the right
talented
choice at
Chris
all for Mario.
Next, Princess Peach will be played by Anya Taylor-Joy. I
Wait,
can't
is
I
this
don't
a
know
live
her.
act? Oh no,
Very
it's a
spirited Princess
voiceover.
Peach.
What am I talking about? This
Yeah.
is a 3D CG movie.
Yeah.
Mario's little brother, Luigi, will be played by Charlie Day. I'm excited for you to see this timid sibling appear on screen. Bowser will be
Okay, that's perfect. That is perfect.
That is perfect.
That is one I will not complain about. The fact that Jack Black's in it at all basically makes the entire movie good. Really worth it for watch.
He is fucking Toad.
I'm looking forward to
fucking moments. They got Key. Okay, that's gonna be interesting.
Mario movie.
Seth Rogen
will also be making an appearance. He will be played by Seth Rogen. I'm eager for you to see a humorous Donkey Kong by Seth Rogen.
Okay, if nothing else, I have to give this movie a watch just for those.
And of course, Charles Martinet, who has voiced Mario and many more Nintendo characters in our games over the years, is also involved and will be appearing in surprise cameos in the movie.
Oh, okay. Is this going to be a Mario-verse thing?
We also have more incredible talent joining the film to play some of our other beloved characters.
Okay, interesting.
That is all I can share with you today about the Mario movie. This is a very collaborative project between Illumination and Nintendo. We've all been coming up with all sorts of ideas.
I think we need to watch this movie now.
I'm enjoying
I need to see this shit. It's gonna be fucking amazing.
It may be a while.
It's either gonna be amazing because it's good or amazing because it's fucking terrible. I don't care.
It's
back to you.
It's gonna be good to watch regardless if it's a good movie or bad movie.
Oh my
Let's
god.
Look forward to Mario's adventure, jumping into the world of motion pictures. Next, we'd like to.
I mean, if nothing else, it can't be worse than the original Mario movie. So.
All right.
What is this?
Splatoon.
Okay, Splatoon 3. Yeah. They still got 9 minutes too, so they got at least one more announcement.
Splatoon 2. I need to play more of it.
Yeah. Unless they can manage to make this fill up 10 minutes, which I doubt, they probably have at least one more announcement.
Probably. They'll probably be like, there's one more thing. They haven't shown anything in Zelda yet.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they probably are. If they do, they're gonna wait till last. Oh shit, you can be Spider-Man? Holy shit, it's Spider-Man!
What the fuck?
The fuck is that thing?
Why is it hairy?
Yeah. So the last game's colors were like green and orange. This game's colors are like they're yellow and purple.
Yeah. I wonder who the two main people are gonna be. Because you had Pearl and whatever for the second one, and the two sisters for the first one. So I wonder what the two are gonna be for the third.
What if they just do a Smash teaser and it's to get us hyped for the 5th? I don't know. That seems a little, that seems a little out of left field for Nintendo, especially if they already talked about that they're going to do a special thing for it.
Yeah, they did that to start off with. I can't see them doing it to Smash.
Touch
Return
fuzzy,
of the
get dizzy.
Millions. Interesting.
Oh, this dude.
Hello, everyone. I'm a researcher from the Squid Research Lab. I've been meticulously studying the mysterious squids that can transform into humanoid form. What you just saw was the latest research footage from Splatoon 3. Allow me to share a bit of what we know so far. Splatoon 3 takes place in Splatsville. It's known as the City of Chaos. Centered around Splatsville are the Splatlands, a place long inhabited by advanced sea creatures such as squids and octopuses. Buildings spanning several generations are crammed into the city, creating its distinctive culture. In the Splatlands, turf war appears to be a popular activity. Its basic rules are unchanged. 2 4-player teams compete against each other to ink the most area. However, the trend seems to have undergone a major shift, with the existence of new main and special weapons confirmed in the footage. In the latter portion of the footage, we were able to observe activities from Story Mode, the single-player campaign.
Return of the Mammalians.
meaning the reappearance of mammals, appears to be the theme of story mode this time around. What could this possibly mean in a world where all mammals, except for 2 cats, have vanished? It appears that there's still a lot to uncover. But we'll continue with our research and keep you updated once more results become available. Please look forward to more Splatoon 3. Updates to come. See you next time.
And 5 minutes left.
What did you think? Splatoon 3, taking place in a new world, is scheduled to release in 2022. Please look forward to future updates. Okay, this is the last trailer we have to show you today. Please.
Alright, it's gotta be something big.
Alright, let's see.
What is this?
Platinum. I see Platinum for Platinum Games.
Yeah. Dog.
Oh, is this this other game they showed before? Wait. Is this... This isn't, what am I thinking of?
Key.
The fuck?
Bayonetta?
Oh shit,
Fuck
it's
yeah.
Bayonetta 3!
Bad boy.
I thought it had a Bayonetta vibe to it. But it's been so long I didn't even bother getting my hopes up.
Oh shit, she looked good.
It seems I'm
She always looks good,
unfashionably
but
late,
fuck yeah.
But I'm ready to give you everything you want.
Oh, people are gonna be losing their fucking minds.
Damn.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really cool. Kaiju battle.
Basically, yeah.
I imagine you probably get those after beating bosses. Yo.
That looks really good.
That does. They're not going to give us a release date, though, I can't imagine.
Oh no. This game has been in development for so long now. Like,
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, no. Okay.
Just 2022.
That's honestly, I mean, that's sooner than I was expecting.
Wait,
so.
what?
Who? Featuring Dante from Devil May
What
Cry.
you just saw
Dante
was
from the Devil
latest
May Cry
trailer for
series.
Bayonetta 3. We announced this game in 2017, and we thank
Fucking
you for
hell.
your patience. This game will
4
launch
years before we
next
saw
year.
anything.
We hope you look forward to Bayonetta's new encounters. That's all for today's Nintendo Direct.
Ow.
I mean, they definitely ended on a high note. I'll give them that much.
Hell yeah. Wow. Well, there's a lot to take in there.
Yeah. Twitter's going to be exploding right now.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, no,
If
that's
it's not trending number 1 within an hour, I'll be surprised.
yeah, no, definitely. So wow, there's a lot.
Yeah.
There was a lot that they showed. Highlight for me has to be ActRaiser. Like no,
it's already
way,
13.
Like
13.2k tweets. Fuck.
Like ActRaiser, and it's out now. I could get this shit right now if I wanted, but I don't get paid till tomorrow, so I can't get it. But I just like, of all the things I never ever would have expected, I never would have expected an ActRaiser remake, because that series was dead basically after the second game. Not that the second game wasn't bad, but it's like, it's more straight up. It's just a side scroller. They took out the sim elements out of the second game.
Yeah.
It's also hard as balls, so even on the easiest difficulty. So I'm okay with them not making a remake of it, because they'd probably just make it just as hard. But no, that remake of the first game looks fantastic. The N64 and Sega Genesis being added to Nintendo Online. We still don't know the price of the new online, but I mean, if it's not gonna cost, like, Nintendo Online already costs less than XBLA and PSN, so if they go up to that price,
aren't
for
they
that,
normally yearly or something?
Yeah, they are yearly. Like, but you can pay for Nintendo yearly, which I do. So, if it goes up to the price that those things are at, I mean, that's, okay, that makes sense. But if they're going to add more to Nintendo Online later on and then charge even more money for it, that's when I'm going to be like, okay, that's you're not given enough and you're asking for more, kind of thing. And I get it. Like, to be fair, while Sony and Microsoft are giving away free AAA games every month, it's actually doesn't take much effort for them to do that. Because the games were made for the systems. These ones are actually not only porting these games to work on the Nintendo Switch, but they're adding online co-op, online multiplayer to them. Okay, that takes a little more work. But
plus, it's only $20 a year if you're going for individual membership. So if they bump it up like $25, $30, that's not too bad.
The only thing I'm concerned with is, like, in terms of like the quality of their online service, it hasn't been this nearly as good as the other two offerings. Like, okay, the only thing I can think of discredit PSN is they made a mistake years ago. It was down for over a month because somebody didn't update fucking their didn't update, a really crucial piece of security software that's updates all the time. It's super easy to update, and they just didn't do it. So it was down for over a month. That's the only blunder I can think. Xbox Live typically doesn't really have too many issues. And now, if you have Game Pass, you get Xbox Live Gold with it. So
which there's no reason not to get Game Pass.
Yeah, so which is a great reason to get Game Pass. Like, Game Pass is Game Pass Ultimate's $15 a month, but the value you get out of it is really good. Like, tons of games, Xbox Live Gold, like stuff like that. I obviously have it so I can play Knockout City, just for example. So but I just hope Nintendo like sees, like, here's the complaints of the people who have the service. Because they need to do better with it. Like, Smash still has lag. Other games still have lag. These are things that should be fixed by now, but they haven't fixed them. So I'm hoping with them finally adding N64 to this, and now with the bonus of Genesis,
Yeah.
That they actually also improve the infrastructure. That's the one I'm hoping. Bayonetta 3, obviously huge. I need to finish Bayonetta 1.
Yeah.
All these new game reveals, all they do is remind me I have to play other games.
Yeah.
Metroid Dread's coming out. I have it on pre-order, so I can't wait to get that. I was going to see a little more of that. Hearing that like more maps, seeing that more maps are coming to Mario Party All Stars or whatever they're calling it, Superstars, whatever. That's good because they only showed 5 maps originally, and that's not enough especially not for
the price they charge for.
For the price they're asking for, yeah. And also, I recently played a lot of those maps, so it's like I already have them. Like it's nice that they're getting remade, but if you're going to offer me something a little more.
Yeah.
So that's good, but just thinking what else they showed. Splatoon 3 looks great as well. They didn't show anything in Zelda. They didn't show a single Zelda thing. So
I mean, they only, considering the amount of delays they were suffering due to COVID, they barely got out that last one at the last Direct, so it doesn't surprise me too much.
Right.
Because they couldn't even show anything during E3 because of it.
I'm still laughing to myself about the Mario movie reveals.
Yeah.
This is the same idea I had for when I went and saw Sonic. It's either gonna be good or it's gonna be a train wreck. Either way, it's gonna be entertaining. And I'm surprised. I mean, I knew that they couldn't just use what's his name? The guy who voices Mario and Luigi and Wario and all them. What the fuck's his name? They showed him.
What was it?
Charles Martinet.
Yeah, Charles Martinet.
They obviously couldn't get him to play all of those characters, and also most of the lines that Mario ever says is stuff like "woohoo, woohoo," stuff like "it's Mario time," like stuff like that. Like that would kind of be awkward to have full dialogue. I'm envisioning like something like I hope like God, let me just go back because I can't think of the actors' names right now. I'm just gonna go back to the because I saw it. Just give me a second here. Chris Pratt. I hope Chris Pratt does like an Italian plumber thing, kind of like the CDI game. Like the Hotel Mario voice for Mario. So like something like that would be fantastic.
I think Chris Pratt's going to be one of the main ones that makes or breaks the movie because it's an interesting casting choice. I feel.
Yeah, I don't know who Anna Taylor-Joy is. I don't know what else she's done.
I don't either. Let me see.
But
Anya Taylor-Joy.
Anya Taylor-Joy. Sorry, I said Anna. My bad.
See what's she been in?
I don't really have much to say on her, but
she played Furiosa from Mad Max.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen Mad Max Fury Road yet.
Yeah. I don't know any of these movies, so it's hard to say.
Yeah, so we don't really have much to say about her. I've seen her around, but I don't know. I've never seen anything she's in. Charlie Day might work as Luigi. I mean, I
can't imagine his voice right now, so it's kind of hard to say.
Yeah, I can imagine some of the stuff he's done, but like, not anything I picture for Luigi. And then Jack Black as Bowser, that's like perfect. Like you couldn't have picked a better person to be Bowser. I can already imagine
specifically on not just the Mario Bros games, but counting like the other side games for it. It's a perfect fit.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Because Bowser's a lot more quirky and interesting and funny if you include all the side games. So I can see that working.
He being Toad is an interesting choice. I think that's awesome, but also like I'm not sure how he's gonna play it. Like, is he gonna do like a Toad impression, like the one that we all know about, like the know the smoker voice Toad, like hey Mario, let's party, like stuff like that. Like, is that what we're gonna get, or
because I don't think his voice would work well as an actual if he's just using his voice, it'd be weird hearing coming out of Toad. But if he tries to put on a voice for it, I think he'd do pretty well.
Yeah, and I think this is just like of all the choices, this is the one that I'm just like, I can't believe this is who they picked. And like, I'm a huge fan of the Donkey Kong Country series. Like Donkey Kong Country was the first video game I completed. It was the first video game I owned. So I have a particular, fondness for that franchise. But like, I would not have picked Seth Rogen, but part of me is just like, this is a hilarious choice. Like, like, I don't know, is Donkey Kong going to speak, or is he just going to be Return to Monkey? Because like, if that's the case, Seth Rogen is perfect for that.
Yeah.
I don't know what else.
Because they said he'd make a cameo, so that means it can't be for long. So
yeah,
most likely he'll probably only have like a handful of lines.
Yeah, Charles Martinet. I say Marionette. It's Martinet.
Yeah.
Unless like they're putting Wario and Waluigi in here and they're getting him to voice both of them, but I doubt that's the case.
Said he'd be casting cameos for a bunch of characters, so I'm curious who all they're going to include.
Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek, don't really have a thought. Like I haven't hated anything that I've seen him in.
Yeah.
I don't really have a thought. Fred Armisen being Cranky Kong.
The fact that they're having Cranky Kong makes me wonder just how much Donkey Kong's got to be in it, though.
I think he might work as Cranky Kong, to be honest.
I can see
it. And then the fact that the Spike is in the game, like, or in the movie is great. I don't know anything about Sebastian Maniscalco, but I mean, the way I'm looking at this movie is, I both trust and fear Miyamoto. He's known for making great and terrible decisions. Obviously, many of his great decisions, Zelda franchise, Mario franchise, etc., etc. But he does have flubs. Particularly, a lot of them happen to be with the Star Fox franchise. Like the decision to tell them to turn Dinosaur Planet into Star Fox Adventures. That was a bad idea. Even though Star Fox Adventures is not a bad game, Dinosaur Planet would have been a better game by the looks of it.
Yeah.
Star Fox Zero, I've not finished, but I've heard that people do not like it, so I get it. That's another thing. I need to play Star Fox 2 this 16-bit winter. I streamed Star Fox 1 a while ago, and I haven't played 2 yet. But no, like, and also the other thing that I'm worried about is like, he didn't have a lot of say for the 90s Mario movie. But Nintendo did have a lot of say on it. So I mean, one, it's good that they're giving Nintendo a lot of say and specifically trusting Miyamoto with it. But on the other hand, I'm also like, I'm weary because I'm like, man doesn't always make the best decisions for the franchise. In fact, some of the best stuff people might argue and say that has been games and content run by other people who work with his franchises. So it's hard to say how I feel about it. In any case, I'm looking at this, like I said, the same way as the Sonic movie. It's either going to be really good and fun and enjoyable and just a fun movie, or it's going to be really bad and I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. So either way, I will.
We're going to have a good time.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a win-win either way. The only thing that about that becomes a potential problem is if the movie is so bad it's good, becoming self-aware of that for future movies with Nintendo movies, because I don't know if they're making a Nintendo universe, or people have put around the rumor that there's going to be like a Super Smash Brothers universe.
That'd be
like cinematic
interesting.
Universe, like because Mario's like the first of this. Smash Brothers Cinematic Universe, definitely doable, definitely something that would be good. It's just because we don't have Marvel right. Well, we do still have Marvel, but Marvel's peaked now. So anything that comes out from now is basically just, I hate to say it, but it's basically just tying up loose ends, essentially. you know, unless they've got another big thing planned for Marvel, but like they kind of already like
considering everything
shot the
they've
load on
announced
that.
for lineup, it doesn't really seem like it, in my opinion.
Yeah. And so a Smash Cinematic Universe sounds like a great idea. It's probably the best time to do it because Nintendo's name is really out there. Like they've got popular mobile games. They've got, you know, the Switch is doing really well. Mario isn't as recognizable as Mickey Mouse like he used to be back in the 80s. But I mean, they couldn't have done this back in the 80s. There's no way it would have.
Yeah.
They tried with the Mario movie, and then we saw how that turned out. Which, don't get me wrong, like the Mario movie's a perfect example of how not to make a video game movie, but it's also entertaining in its own right. But I just, if this basically everything's, if that is the plan, if the plan is to make a Smash Cinematic Universe, I'm not saying it is, but this is the speculation. If that's the plan, then this movie has to do really well because the only other movies we got that could potentially be part of that is Detective Pikachu and I forget what's the other Nintendo movie. Maybe there isn't another one. Maybe I'm just crazy. Anyways, unless they're going to include Sega in that somehow and put Sonic in there, but this is just all speculation, by the way. I don't know if there's a Smash Cinematic Universe. I'm just speculating like everybody else is. And if there is, we're not going to get to see a Super Smash Bros. Movie till at least 23rd. So
at least, yeah.
Like they got to build all these things up. Like if this movie does well, they're probably going to do a Zelda movie. Well, there's the Zelda.
This is basically the Iron Man of the Nintendo.
Yeah, exactly. Like a Zelda TV show's coming. You know, Kirby movie. I don't even know how they do that. You know, they might do movies for other franchises like Kid Icarus. Kid Icarus probably work better as a TV show, honestly. But
okay, question for you then: what genre do you think would work best for a Nintendo Cinematic Universe, especially Super Smash Bros. Itself?
For me, like what genre?
Yeah,
it'd have to be like.
Because I don't think it's something they could take too seriously, I feel, just with how the games...
No. I would probably say, like... See, it's hard, because, like, before the MCU, people wouldn't have taken superhero movies seriously. Like, Spider-Man was the only... Spider-Man and Batman were the only ones that I could be like, okay, those are serious films. People are taking superheroes seriously. But, like, they're, like... It's a different world, because video game movies... have existed. They've always been a little cheesy. Like Mortal Kombat, it's pretty cheesy. Even though that new one was really good, they've always been kind of cheesy movies. You know, Street Fighter, I know a lot of people don't like it, but I like it. There's Double Dragon, which is total crap. Never watch it. I hate that film. And really the watermark for video game movies right now is Sonic.
Yeah.
Because Sonic worked as not just a video game movie, but a movie that non-video game fans could enjoy. It's a good family movie, which is hard to do when you've got when video game is the forefront, because at the end of the day, people are going to go see this because it's a video game movie. Like getting everybody else in, it has to bring everybody else in by also having those elements. So if they can, even if they only get the video game audience, they'll probably still make their money back on this.
Oh, for sure.
But
just because it's Nintendo.
But if they want this to be something bigger, if this is not a one movie deal or like a couple movie deal, if they actually are doing the cinematic universe thing, they're going to have to pull in the audience, just like how the MCU pulled in non-comic book fans. Because I'll admit full up, I look like Spider-Man's my favorite Marvel hero. I grew up with the TV show. I watched the Sam Raimi movies, all that stuff. I don't give a fuck about the comics. I don't really care about comics. I own a few, but I own very seldom. I own specific ones. But the MCU is something that I really got interested in because of the character building and the world building and all this stuff. And that's what they're going to have to do to get those people in. Because if you had told somebody like 30 years ago that the highest grossing movies were going to be superhero movies, people would have probably laughed at you. Because like those movies just didn't make money. Like unless they were Tim Burton Batman or Sam Raimi Spider-Man, like somebody was attached to the name. But now they have like nobody superheroes getting movies. Like that new one that came out. What's the dude's name? Like Shang-Chi or something. I can't remember the name of it. But like nobody knows who that is unless you're a hardcore comic book fan. And it got a motion picture movie. You wouldn't have seen like a Doctor Strange movie. That never would have happened without the MCU. Like Guardians of the Galaxy probably wouldn't even have happened. Even though Guardians is like ripe for like that 80s retro bait. These wouldn't have happened because people don't know them. People know Spider-Man. They know, just bring me from Marvel. They know Spider-Man, Iron Man, the Incredible Hulk, maybe Thor, you know, and Captain America, and everything else is just kind of there. Like Black Widow movie probably never would have happened without the MCU. So it's one of those things where like if they can get lesser Nintendo properties, like people excited about a Kid Icarus movie or TV show, then this is something viable because like unless you're just a hardcore fan from the 80s or you play Smash and Kid Icarus and happens to be your main, or Pit happens to be your main, and or you were a big fan of Kid Icarus Uprising, you don't know shit about this franchise. Like there's it's a series that has 3 games to its name. So it's one of those things where like if they can make people excited about that, like average Joe's excited about going to see a Kid Icarus movie, then that would be something where they know that they've got them. But as is right now, we don't know. Again, this is all speculation. I'm speculating. I would love to see a Super Smash Bros. Cinematic universe. I'd love to see that. And I think now's probably the time for it. But it all rides on if this movie does well. If that is even in the cards. I feel like if this movie does well, people are going to be approaching Nintendo about it if they haven't already thought about it themselves. I'm sure Nintendo's aware of how much money Disney is making on, made on the MCU.
Yeah, it'd be hard not to, honestly.
Yeah, like it's and Nintendo's. People forget that Nintendo's always primarily been a games company, not a video games company. So they got their big time making Hanafuda cards, and then playing cards, and then toys, and then Pachinko machines, and video games just happen to be something that worked out the best for them. And Nintendo's existed for like
132 years today.
Yeah, like over 100 years. So like it's one of those things where like video games is a new thing for them still. Like video games just happened in like the last 40 years for them. So
in the grand scale of things, video games are really new still.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like I think we're
Welcome
getting
back,
close.
Sky.
Hey, Sky. I think we're getting close to 50 years of video games because the first game, Space War, started in 74, I want to say.
62.
62. Okay, so we're over 50 years in video games. So we're literally, or no, we're literally about to hit 60 years of video games soon. Wait, do I have that
February
right?
14th, 2022.
Yes. Okay. So in February next year, that's 60 years of video games. Video games have only existed half a century, just over half a century. It's still a new medium. Music, movies, all these things have existed way longer. So
at least 2 to 3 times as long. So
so it's
music obviously basically as long as humanity's been around, but
movies have existed as much as early as the 1800s. So it's one of those things where it's only we can only hope that this will be good for video games, and that something, like I said, even if like best case scenario, this does really great, it happens to be a really good movie, and we get like a cinematic universe out of it, which would be cool. I won't get to see probably the big highlights of these until my 40s, but you know what? I can wait. I'll just got to make sure I live that long.
Holy shit. There's a year difference between when the first movie was made and when Nintendo was founded.
When the first game was made?
Movie.
Oh, the first movie. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the first movie is officially stated at 1888. Nintendo was founded in 1889.
Wow. 100 years before I was born. 1888.
Yeah.
But, wow. I was born on the 100th anniversary of the first movie. That's funny. Well, the year of the anniversary. That's funny to me.
Yeah.
So if I need to see how long movies last, I just add my age plus
100
years. But Flurry Steve, thank you for the bits. What's
Steve
this?
cheered.
What'd you say?
X2.
Let's see.
Mainly as one of the biggest
He's
PlayStation
basically talking about
mascots,
how he
Kratos
thinks
is well known to PlayStation
credited
fans
to
at
be
this
the last
point.
reading it.
2018
I have
Game
you-
of the
I have
Year
this
with a
muted,
new
so I can't
game
hear it,
coming
so.
next year. Would help as cross-premonition.
You mean cross promotion? I assume.
Ragnarok is coming out sometime next year, so.
I mean, to be fair, there was it never came out, but there was supposed to be a PlayStation All Stars 2. That was supposed to happen. Apparently, it was going to have huge improvements and whatnot, but they had never announcing it, so it must have got canceled.
Yeah.
But worst case scenario with this movie, it becomes a so bad it's good movie, and it doesn't make its money back, and unfortunately, that means Nintendo's probably out of the movie business for at least 20 years. But in any case, we get something out of this. I'm okay with either scenario, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do I necessarily care that there's going to be, if there's a Smash cinematic universe or some kind of video game cinematic universe? Not really. Would it be cool? Yeah, of course, and I'll be there to see it and talk about it. But I don't. It's not something that I'm like, ooh, I really want this. It's just like, if it happens, it happens, kind of thing.
Yeah, it'll be nifty if it happens. If not, oh well.
Exactly. And it's one of those things where it's not necessary for my enjoyment of Nintendo going forward. But yeah, exactly. If it happens, great. If it doesn't, oh well, not a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody thinks that way either. I don't think anybody's like banking on this movie to be a hit or really cares if it is. The only people who really care are the people who want more video game movies, which I could agree to. Is there anything else about this direct we want to talk about?
I can't really think of anything that really stood out.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head here if there's anything that we wanted to talk about.
I feel like we covered all the big ones, really.
I'm gonna see if there's anything that jumps out to me that I missed. Okay. New Kirby game. Kirby finally being, in 3D.
Yeah.
And by 3D, I mean 3D action adventure, because he's always had 2D adventures. It's kind of neat. I was saying the idea was the cinematic universe is a fantastic piece of for the reason that I'm sure it would trickle down back to the games. Yeah, exactly. Like how the MCU rolled back into the comics. Yeah. That would be interesting.
I mean, if it means more games for the more forgotten ones, I definitely take it, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll have to see what it brings.
Because it all hinges on the movie, basically.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Again, it's all speculation, like I said. But
nothing official has been said, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what. I don't really care about the Dying Light ports, to be honest.
I didn't really care for Dying Light itself, so yeah.
Getting to see more of a triangle strategy or strategy triangle, whatever the hell it's called, is neat.
Triangle strategy.
Taking into account a lot of the things people said about the demo were good.
When we can actually all go together, that's when.
Oh my god. Tell me, don't even joke about that, Sky. Don't even frickin' joke about that. Metroid Dread comes out in 2 weeks. So that'll be interesting. Obviously the Nintendo Online stuff we talked about, I'm still unsure. I want to see how much they're going to charge for this.
Yeah, they said sometime in October they'll talk more about it, so.
But the fact that they're putting online play in a lot of these games is good. I don't know if they're doing the same for the second ones, but having the second ones is just an extra bonus, because there is Sega Collections on the Switch.
Yeah.
So, not a huge deal. I like the selection of games. Sin and Punishment being on there is a good choice. Mario Kart 64, that's going to be fun. Star Fox 64.
Those are all some pretty big names, honestly, for the 64.
Yeah, Star Fox 64 being on there is good. It's going to probably having online multiplayer for that will be fun.
They're doing both Ocarina and Majora's, I saw.
Yeah, like Winback's a weird one, but I'll take it. They got to put some third-party stuff in there. And Sin and Punishment's one that I definitely am big on. I wonder if Mario Tennis and Dr. Mario 64 will have online play. I sure hope so. Ocarina of Time is one of the best rated games of all time. It's it was considered Game of the Year in '96 when it came out, so not surprised that that's on there. The Genesis games, Castlevania Bloodlines, Contra Hardcore, freaking Musha, all great choices. Shining Force, obviously.
Oh, they got Sonic. Yeah, I forgot about that.
The regular suspects, Shinobi 3, Sonic 2, Streets of Rage 2, Strider, stuff like that. Gunstar Heroes, all these are great choices. But yeah, not anything new that we haven't seen before. Though I do again like that Musha is getting more releases because it did come out on the. I believe Musha is included in the Genesis Classic. It's not on many compilations. In fact, a lot of these aren't on a lot of the compilations, like Castlevania Bloodlines and Contra Hardcore, because they're Konami games. But the fact that they're here is good. It means, it means that it's something like Musha, like I said, is really hard to find. The only reason I know about it is because Blonde Guy Gamer did a video on it years ago, and it's all I know about it is it's a fun shoot 'em up, and it's super rare. It's incredibly rare. So seeing that on here is good. Nintendo and Microsoft collaborating so hard lately means GoldenEye remaster in that. Yeah, I hope so. Majora's Mask, F-Zero, Pokemon Snap, Mario Golf and F-Zero having online would be fantastic. Paper Mario being on there, Banjo freaking Kazooie.
Yeah, I imagine part of the reason that's on there is just because Banjo's in Smash.
Yeah, GoldenEye might be hard because they got to convince MGM. But
yeah,
if somehow Nintendo can, maybe that's why this is costing, because they're going out and making deals with companies for this. Because apparently, Nintendo, Microsoft approached. MGM was apparently Microsoft approached Nintendo about it, or Nintendo approached, I can't remember who it is. It was either Nintendo approached Microsoft about putting it on the Virtual Console, GoldenEye, or it was the other way around about the remake, and I can't remember where it happened. Apparently, they couldn't come to an agreement or something, and so yeah, something like that. So Microsoft's relationship with Nintendo is really good right now, so. That it could happen. It looks more personal. Well, yeah. So exactly. So, but that would, yeah, I understand that. Which, I mean, I get it, but then I would have been if that was the case, Nintendo should have just released. They should have done a deal where Nintendo released the Virtual Console version of GoldenEye. And then Microsoft got the HD port. Because the HD port looks better, but it's just it's an up-res. It's not a full new game.
Yeah.
Obviously they had to recode things to make it work for it, but yeah. But yeah, no, I understand that. Oh no, I'm not denying that it doesn't. I'm just saying that'd be really neat if they put GoldenEye on the Switch Online. That'd be a good choice. Yeah. I agree with that. I like the new controllers. I don't really know the Genesis pad. I've got multiple Genesis, multiple USB Genesis pads. I have 6-button ones. I have the ones that came with the Genesis Classic. Hell, on my desk, I have the 25th anniversary Sega Saturn wireless 6-button pad. So I got me Sega pads. I don't need more. But that N64 controller, if it's wireless and you can somehow get it to work with PC or with other games on the Switch, I don't know. That one might be good.
Yeah, but it hinges on it being able to be being compatible for that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But knowing Nintendo, it might very well not.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fair. Like, though I will say, people have found that it's mostly up to programmers, because some games support the NES Switch controllers. Like, some developers have programmed it into their games, but Nintendo doesn't typically program them into their games, unless there's a reason to do support, like it's a sequel or a port of a classic game. Like, for example, I could see them adding a patch to make this thing work, so you could use it for Mario 3D All Stars to play Mario 64. Like, that would just make sense for people who want that original feel. But you know, if like $50 American is a steep price, that's going to be like 65 Canadian.
Yeah.
But you know what? For a wireless N64 controller, the other options are third-party ones, and you know, I love my
63 plus shipping.
Yeah, I love my ironically $64. I love my my Retro Fighters controller for N64. It's actually a huge improvement for that, but having a wireless option is something that I wouldn't say no to. So
yeah,
obviously not right now, but sometime in the future. But you know,
I mean, they don't even have a release date for those controllers anyways. So
exactly. The Castlevania Advance Collection, like having the Advance games plus Dracula X, which I didn't expect at all. And again, for those of you who don't know what Dracula X is, Dracula X is the redesigned version of Castlevania Rondo of Blood for the Super Nintendo. That I think I explained this recently. That NEC didn't want a port of their game that was on Turbo CD put on Super Nintendo, so they asked Konami to make a new game out of the assets. So Dracula X is a slimmed down reimagining of Rondo of Blood. So it uses a lot of the same assets, but it's a different game. The fact that this also comes with all region versions, so
yeah, North
American, European, and Japanese, is pretty great. But yeah, no, I've already talked enough about ActRaiser. It looks great. I can't wait to play it. I suck at the world building part, but I'll fucking play it still. What's it called? Renaissance. And the artwork. Oh, the artwork looks so good.
Yeah.
Like it talk about a glow up. I still need to download the
I'd hope
chapters. I need to play more of Undertale. The Hot Wheels game actually with the custom track editor looks good, because there's been a few Hot Wheels games that have just sucked. Like the Xbox One game that came out recently just sucks. And I was like, this actually looks fun if it actually has multiplayer. Sorry, Aftermath is a Human Tuesday 5 is coming out. Digital pre-order start now. Wreckfest being on the Switch. I'm not surprised that finally came to the Switch.
Wasn't Wreckfest an indie game that started off like 5-6 years ago?
Yeah, and it blew up on PC and Xbox.
Yeah.
My brother and his friends play it all the time.
That sounds like your brother, yeah.
Yeah. Rune Factory 5. Freaking Rune Factory 5. It's like, come on.
I mean, honestly, I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah. We've seen the actors. Splatoon 3 looks great. I like some of the stuff we saw, the fucking Spider-Man shit. The furry things are a little weird.
Eerie, creepy, weird. Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, hey, it's them trying something new.
Yeah. I mean, Nintendo's actually trying something new for once, so I'll take it.
And then, of course, Bayonetta 3, which we talked a little bit about. It looks great. The game's been in development since 2017, so 5 years.
I think the Twitter count for it was, where it has the whole counting thing, at 1,398 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of no news.
So it looks great. It makes me want to go ahead and finish the first two games.
Yeah.
Because I had them on Wii U, I just haven't finished them. But I actually bought Bayonetta 1 for Xbox 360 when Bayonetta 2 was announced. Because I didn't realize 1 came with it, but I have it on Wii U, so I've got 2 copies of 1 technically. But no, yeah, it's no info on Zelda though, but I think that was on purpose because they just dropped a big thing recently, like back
the first
E3.
actual trailer for it.
So yeah, I was afraid it just kind of dropped because they didn't talk. Well, it's the same thing with Metroid Prime 4. Like, they announced it, they started working on it, they realized the game wasn't going well, so they scrapped it and started it over. With Retro Studios, who made the previous games. Is it Retro Studios that made them? I think it was. Retro Studios. I can't remember off the top of my head. And so, you know, that game we haven't heard much of because, and I think Metroid Dread was made. Well, Metroid Dread was a game that has been in development hell for even longer than Metroid Prime 4 or Bayonetta or some of these games. Like, it's been like, I think they were trying to make it on the Wii. Like
2005 is when Dread was announced.
Yeah, like they've been making it for a long time. So if Dread's getting information, I assume we're going to get Metroid Prime 4 information eventually. We just got to be patient. Still no announcement. I mean, there was one announcement. We got an F-Zero X is coming to Nintendo Switch Online, but still no new F-Zero game. It's been since the GameCube, and we still don't have a new F-Zero game. So I'm waiting for that. I would have liked to see more information on Cruisin', honestly, but I've played the games because it was in arcades, but so I don't really care that we didn't get to see much. I just kind of wanted to see more. Yeah, I don't think we're going to hear anything about Metroid Prime 4, at least not until next year. That's what I feel. That's my feeling on it. Because they did, they announced it in 2017. They announced they were restarting it in 2019. It's 2021. 2022 seems to line up with the timeline for that. That gives them more than enough time to have something concrete to show us.
I'd say if they do announce it, it'll probably be next year's E3.
Yeah, probably. That's a good bet there. So
because they announced Dread at this year's E3.
Yeah, no, exactly. Other than that, there's not really much more I have to talk about. Is there anything that you want to talk about, Kurama?
Not really, no.
Okay. Well, guys, I'll be joining Kurama and Sky here in a couple hours to do Knockout City. So for the meantime, I'm gonna find somebody to raid, and I'll be back around then because
Soya's still doing her debut stream if we want to raid her.
Oh, she's debuting right now? Shit.
She started the same time the stream started.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you watch the Nintendo thing?
Probably not.
Oh.
Yeah, she's playing Among Us right now.
_Rodanos cheered. X100. Thank you. It was fun.
No problem. Almost at 80%. I know it says bringing a live 2D cost. I just didn't want to change the name of it. It's also going into assets. The bit money's going into assets for my live 2D debut. So keep an eye on that. I have some assets coming down the line. I'm just waiting on people, which I've been meaning to update you guys on it. I just don't want to spoil too much because I'm bad at keeping secrets. I spoil too much as it is. Is it SS_soybean? Yep. There she is. She is live. All right, let's see. What's she doing? I'm gonna get an ad, so I'm just gonna mute that.
She's doing Among Us.
Among Us?
Yeah.
I thought she did a debut already. Is this a re-debut?
I think this is her first official debut because she went quiet for streaming for a couple months, working on a model. I think.
Oh, her model looks different.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a new model. Okay. Guys, don't fucking tell her we're coming. All right, I'm going to do a special raid message for this.
No, actually, no. I welcome him back. You know, I welcome him back. If
Let's see. Is my LOL, is that a tier 1? I can't remember if it is.
Let's see. Since I'm a tier 1, Smug, Hungry, Hug.
Yes, it is. I think it is a
it's tier 1, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to put 2 LOLs on that. And then I'm going to make one for people who aren't subbed. So that's if you're subbed. If you're not subbed, you can use this instead. Just give me a sec, guys.
There we go. Nice and ready.
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Or whatever, you know, emote you want. But we're going to / raid. So, yeah. So there we go. Guys, if you want to join the Discord server, you can here. We do Toku Tuesdays on Tuesday nights. We are doing a rebroadcast of Toku Tuesday tonight after midnight. Common CJ is going to be playing the 3 episodes that we played this week. So if you missed it, you can have a chance to watch it again. You can also follow my social medias here, TikTok and YouTube, where I put my VODs afterwards. Also, new power plays went up as the stream happened. We're doing me and my buddies are doing Katamari Forever. So if you want to watch that on my YouTube channel, you can go ahead and do that. Once again, here is the message if you're subbed. And if you're not subbed, here's the raid message you can use instead. So is there anything you want to say, Karama, before this raid happens?
Nope, I got nothing.
Okay. Well, guys, I'll see you in literally under 2 hours for Knockout City with Karama and Sky. Take care. Comb your hair. In a rush, use a brush. Don't do drugs. Stay in school. Eat your teeth. I'll see you next time on Sheet or X-Play, whatever you want. And go give Soya some love. She's wonderful.
She is.
Even though she's a stinky wolf. Okay, guys, this raid's gonna happen. I hope you're all ready. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. And I'll just wait for the raid to happen.
He's the infected one.
There we go.